Second half underway here at Wembley Stadium. It's been a lovely day. So far, so good for Arsenal. Goal after 39 minutes from Alexis Sanchez, Arsenal's top scorer, giving the Gunners the lead. Plain sailing the first half though. Reading made it difficult, not too many chances. No changes by either manager at half-time. A little bit trying to link with Ozil, cut out by Williams. It's gone down and wins a free kick.
It's hard to say. I think because of the pace and the momentum he was running at, it's probably for the push from Coquelin, I think. Still a strange decision. The ref was doing the favour there, I think.
Seemed a bit soft, didn't it? Free kick though to Reading is the end result. It's a search for an equaliser. Ellis was in there, couldn't control the header. Both teams shooting towards their own supporters in the second half. You get the aerial shot. Still the fans coming back from their half-time refreshments. Still a bit of sun left in the day.
Certainly a cracking day for a game of football. Not too hot, a little bit of a breeze.
Quite a few empty seats still in that section on the halfway line. As Reading have a free kick. Ozil penalised. I'm sure the Gunners would love a second goal pretty quickly, then that would put this game to bed.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, we need to keep the tempo high. We just don't want the game to get flat. I think that will just help Reading. And all of a sudden, if they suddenly get a little bit of momentum going, a bit of pressure, it's hard to get out of it. So let's keep the tempo up. Let's press. Let's work the ball. Put Reading under pressure. Let them make mistakes. And like you say, let's try and get that second goal and try and kill it off a little bit.
Just caught glimpse of Michael Hector. He's been real fine for Reading. Through their youth academy. Debussy intervenes. Sigo Arsenal again. Coquelin. Ozil again finds the right ball. Cazorla. Here's the goal scorer, Alexis. Not such a good ball in. Cleared away by Reading. Coquelin wins it back. That's a foul on Alexis. The frustration creeping in from Hector.
It's difficult for Reading players that say you're up against, you know, class players now that one touch, you know, they don't even, you know, they know what's around them. They're knocking it and going. Reading players say you don't face this in the Championship. It could be a cruel lesson sometimes.
It's going to be an uphill task for them. So as we said, Arsenal would love a second goal just to take the heat off any possible comeback. One may be enough, who knows, but Cazorla's free kick clips in, nice ball, Mertesacker's in there. Arsenal were queuing up there.
A great delivery, really should have done a lot better. We seem to have three players in the middle of the goal unmarked. Got to be on target there, really. That's a great ball from Cazorla. He's put that exactly where you want it.
Should come off Mertesacker's back, hasn't it? Away by Koscielny. Kuhnert and Alexis is a foul by Alexis Sanchez. And Chris Kuhnert, again Alexis punches the floor. He was doing that just before the goal in the first half.
Well, he was like that little Tasmanian devil out there, running around, getting frustrated and angry. And then all of a sudden makes a great one. Gets in the end of a great ball and puts it in the net, and all of a sudden his game changes.
Reading have never made the FA Cup final. It's their second semi-final in 88 years. Arsene Wenger, though, this is his 10th FA Cup semi-final. Won 6 of the previous 9. Could be 7 out of 10 after today. It's given away, though. Hector intervenes. McCleary. It's good play. Sidesteps Cazorla. Arsenal getting men back though to stifle any Reading attack. Will that be a corner? I think it is. No, it's a throw. Gibbs stopped it from going out. So not sure why he put his hands on the assistant referee, but it's all in jest. Reading have the throw.
You've got to be careful what you do. Obviously, it was all done in jet, you know, smiles and laughter.
Pogrebniak back to Chris Gunter, Reading's captain. Good play. Shalabar. Is that a foul in there? No. Pogrebniak's got possession. Reading going down maybe a bit too easily there. And this is where Arsenal can be a threat. Alexis Sanchez switching the play. Ozil will try and keep this in. He does. It's got to be a foul by Hal Robson-Kanu.
Yeah, there's a little bit of hands used there. Nothing major. Just shows Ozil so comfortable on the ball. You know he's going to go on his left, but you still can't stop it.
Yes. Just quality, isn't it? So easy to watch. Arsenal going back to Szczesny. Takes no chances. Pierce with the header, straight to Mertesacker. Debussy, better. Galloping forwards. Ozil finding Cazorla. Clips one in, cut out by Hector. Now it's Reading's turn. Williams. And the Royals find something in this semi-final. Pressure being applied by Alexis, but Reading keep possession. It's good by them. Williams again. Now Hal Robson-Kanu, the former Arsenal youngster. Not a good ball in though. Reading's top scorer in the competition with 3 this season. He spent 5 years at Arsenal, from 10 to 15. It would mean a lot to him to score today.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. You say, you know, they work the ball well to get it out to him, and it's, you know, it's a poor delivery, a tough angle. Really should have kept possession. I say it's frustrating for them up there, those forwards at Reading. They're not getting the time and space they're used to.
Pogrebniak wins the header. Here's Robson-Kanu again. Mackie looks offside. Just not timing those runs, is he? 3 or 4 times has been caught a good yard offside.
Yeah, he was definitely off there. You see Koscielny was making sure, keep stepping up. Really well, it was off there, Mackie. He couldn't see the line, so he had his body shape wrong.
We'll be hoping that he can get it right on one occasion, and that could lead to a goal. Who knows? Reading, though, having a bit of pressure. Just that one shot on target, but they're having a go.
This will be our problem if we just sit back and just try and keep the ball and don't hurt them and put them under pressure. Give Reading the chance to have a go at us.
Pogrebniak. He found room for the cross, and it's in. Reading have equalised, or have they? Yes, they have. It's been given, and McCleary has scored. Just for a moment, we thought it might not be a goal, but it's an equaliser out of nothing from Reading's number 12, Gareth McCleary. And there's jubilation amongst those Reading supporters. It's 1-1.
Well, like we just said, if we're going to get a bit careless, drop our concentration, you know, we've allowed the throw-in to get into feet too easy, not picking up runners. Hopeful cross to the back post. He's done excellent, really, to get it back in there. Really shouldn't be scoring from there. Szczesny maybe got over a little bit too quick, but fair play to Reading. They've got themselves in there, they've come out. Took a slight deflection off of Gibbs' thigh to send it over a yard. We've got to get ourselves up again. We certainly haven't come out and started the way that we finished the first half.
Yeah, just for a moment, I think everyone had a look, didn't they? Clearly over the line, though. So Szczesny will be a bit disappointed with that. As you can see, it's a good half a yard across the line, and Reading have equalised. I think it was one of those I had to double check. Everyone was having a look just to make sure that the goal did stand. It certainly did, and I'd say Reading are putting a bit of pressure on, and Arsenal, they cannot afford to switch off. They've got to keep at it.
Well, it's about us raising the tempo and playing, and we haven't really come out this half and, you know, kept the pressure on. Maybe thinking the job was done. This is what happens in football. You know, Reading are no mugs. We give them the opportunities, and they've taken one, and now it's game on again.
The problem is, they've got that goal. They've got something to defend as well. Arsenal have allowed them back in the game, but credit to Reading, because they've been well organised throughout the game. They haven't created much, but they have scored. And Arsenal at the moment, not really in full gear. Far from it, in fact. Listen to the noise now from the Reading supporters. Mackie losing out. Ramsey felt he was foul, but nothing given. Gunners need to wake up.
Well, definitely need to raise the tempo, impose themselves on the game. At the moment, we're just allowing Reading to get into the stride.
Here they come again. Koscielny, though, read the header. That will be a foul. Ozil clipped. Kanu not happy with the decision, but we have a cup tie on now.
Oh, definitely have a game back on. I mean, Reading are only a goal down. They're not going to sit back and just allow us to stroll through the second half. They've come out and really tried to get at us, and they've got something for it. And you know, the boys now have to really get their sleeves up again, get back in the game, start creating some chances.
Don't forget, if needed, we will go to extra time, and of course the possibility of penalties, which is exactly what happened 12 months ago when Arsenal played Wigan at this stage. Of course, that was a dramatic late equaliser from Per Mertesacker. Arsenal eventually winning on penalties. They were far from impressive on that occasion. They found a way to win. At the moment, Reading are the better side. The flag has gone up again, but again it must have been a borderline decision. And looking to see who's gone down for Arsenal. And it is Per Mertesacker. It's been a poor start to the second half from Arsenal. We've got to give credit to Reading, but here's the goal again, Martin.
Yeah, you can see he pulled it back to the far post. It has it's caught the underside of Gibbs' thigh, if you see it, and it just put the ball back to the right hand side. Szczesny was getting over, and it's just diverted the ball slightly, which made it go over him, but you'd still expect him to do better than that.
Yeah. Surprised he didn't save it, to be honest. As you said, did take a slight, well, took a deflection, but he didn't make the save. Across the line. That's why Reading are back in the cup tie at the moment. They're putting Arsenal under pressure. The Gunners need to step up a gear here. Alexis, it's cut out though. Here's Gunter. Working his socks off for the cause. Playing just in behind Mackie.
Well, they will, and it give them a bit of belief now. They're back in it at 1-1. Pressure's on us.
So David Ospina, who is Arsenal's number one at the moment.
The thing is, Szczesny at the moment is sort of playing the role that Fabianski played last year. He's getting the cup games as a consolation. But you know, you need to be playing week in, week out. To get a feel for the ball and to be in it, and a little bit of frustration there because he's not playing every week.
Full time to be the hero. Fabianski was the hero last year, saving 2 Wigan penalties. Let's hope it doesn't get that far.
Well, that's the worst case scenario, that is. I mean, that's anyone's game then, penalties. That will certainly suit Reading down to the ground.
Arsenal just haven't got going at all yet in the second half. Maybe they can get going now. Alexis Sanchez, not a good ball though. Hector's in the way, and Reading certainly growing in confidence. Chalabar, Robson-Kanu. Reading are certainly growing into this game. Pogrebniak's in there. And Debussy gets it away. Was fouled, but Arsenal have possession anyway. Ramsey. Now Welbeck running at a beater, then comes back inside again. Mesut Ozil. Cazorla. Then he got caught late. Referee had a good position, but no foul. It's not a good ball by Ozil.
May got caught there slightly, although his touch let him down, which is unusual for him. I say we certainly haven't come out of the blocks this half. We've come out, we've been in second gear, and now we're finding it hard to get back into up into third and maybe fourth.
Yeah, this is Wenger must be pretty annoyed inside, because it was absolutely imperative Arsenal started the second half better than they had. Bob Wilson looking on. Good to see him there. Wonderful role model at Arsenal Football Club. I won't be happy with the way Arsenal are playing in the second half, though. He plays it back in. That's not a good ball. It's a good play by Cazorla. On to Ozil, back to Cazorla again. This is where Arsenal need to be a bit more incisive. Gibbs. This is more like it. Ozil again. Ramsey dancing one way then the other, and giving the ball away. Aaron Ramsey a few times today.
His decision making hasn't been the best today.
Oscielny does win the throw off Mackie. Mackie felt the ball had already gone out.
Very lucky there, Koscielny. I thought by keeping it in, Mackie could have clipped that back. He'd have been through on goal.
Gabriel's about to come on, so Arsenal are going to be forced into a defensive change.
Mertesacker looks like he's caught his ankle, maybe.
Yeah, Mertesacker's racer's run in this match today. Had himself a short while ago, and he's about to be replaced by Arsenal's number 5, Gabriel, the Brazilian who signed in the January transfer window from Villarreal. Mertesacker, let's hope it's not serious. He just hobbles off the pitch. Either way, Arsenal's second half so far has been very unsatisfactory. Mertesacker hobbling off. Gabriel is the man coming on. (1-1) then in this FA Cup semi-final. Final played right at the end of May. Here's Williams. Back to Chris Gunter.
I say that. I mean, the major downside to that is that Arsenal, he's been forced into making a substitution, and we've got a defender on. It'll stop. It won't give us much chance if you've got to put, your Walcott or your Giroud or your Wilshere. You won't be able to get your attacking players out there if we need to have a push for it towards the end of this half.
Pogrebniak. That was close, that one, wasn't it? There is an argument, it could have been level.
It looked like he could well have been. I think when that was played, I don't think the linesman's really had his eye on the ball properly.
I'll tell you what though, Martin, they'll get one right at the moment and Arsenal could be in trouble.
Well, yeah, absolutely. They're looking to get in behind. If anything, if they're playing that way, it will help us now having Gabriel on, because you've now got 2 mobile centre halves. So they're not going to look to get in behind Mertesacker maybe as much as they were planning on.
This is an FA Cup semi-final tie, which could go either way at the moment. Theo Walcott is warming up. Hasn't figured too much since returning from injury, but I don't know what he has to offer.
I mean, for me, this game, I think Ramsey's, struggling a little bit out on the right-hand side. He wants to come in the middle, but I think to get Theo out on that right wing would really give us an added dimension getting forward.
It seems a logical move to me as well. Reading on the attack with McCleary. Reading's goal scorer, he's done well again. Robson-Kanu off Debussy, and what handball, but it just hit him. He's got possession back anyway. And what handball again. I don't think they'll get it. It's a strange one, really. I think they've got the throw on the far side. I don't really see what Debussy can do there.
It's so close. I mean, he's hit it hard while he's so close. I mean, you've got to.
I mean, yes, it is a handball, but he can't avoid it, can he?
No, I don't think so. Again, like I say, not when it's that close to you, and it's that hard. It's very hard to move your arm away from the ball.
It would have been harsh. Ozil. I tell you what, Reading are certainly giving Arsenal a difficult time at the moment.
Well, we've certainly come out and certainly we haven't started this half, but we haven't really come out with the same passing and energy and play that we had in the first half. And at the moment, Reading are quite comfortable.
Yeah, it's surprising really that Arsenal have been unable to have any impact at all. But as I said, I think we've got to give Reading credit as well, because they are really having a go here. And once again, Arsenal giving the ball away. At the moment, it's all Reading for Grevniak. On to Mackie, running at the Arsenal defence. Keeps possession, he's done well. There's a chance here. It was a poor finish from Williams, but he was in acres of space.
You can't have midfield players unmarked on the edge of the box. We've got players coming back into areas. There's no way he should be that spare on the edge of the box. He should be getting picked up by Cazorla or Coquelin. Got to be better disciplined than we are at the moment. You know, you wouldn't be able to tell who's a Premier side and who's a Championship side. It's that close, and that tells you it's not right.
And the Gunners have got to raise their game here. In a poor first half of the second half, Reading very much in the ascendancy. We have to say that. That's why they're back on level terms. Coquelin. Of course, we know with this Arsenal side, there's so much quality. Just need to show it again. Welbeck coming inside. It's given away again. Arsenal just cannot get in behind Reading at the moment at all. They've got it with Gibbs. At the moment, all the noises from the Reading fans. Good ball out from Coquelin. Ramsey comes back to Koscielny. Bit of Arsenal possession. Ozil back to Ramsey. It's back with Mesut Ozil. Arsenal need his quality again. Trying to feed off Alexis Sanchez. In a corner.
Must have been close. So at the moment, it looks like we're trying to start get ourselves back in the game. A little bit of passing, but we certainly need to up it. Start asking Reading far more questions than we are in this half.
Yeah, it's been a strange half so far for Arsenal. Ozil with the corner. Good header! Oh, it's come back off the bar. Gabriel. Keeper may have got a touch as well. Federici. So close for Arsenal, but not close enough. And here come Reading. They've got a throw.
Well, it's really, really unlucky. Great ball in, great run. Gabriel done well to get himself right in front. Got his yard. It's a great save again from the goalie. He's made two great saves today for Reading. We haven't had many chances, but that was two goals that he's kept out for sure, and that's kept Reading in this match.
Yeah, good spring, good play by Gabriel. Federici got a touch. Great save as mentioned by Martin, and touching it onto the bar. At the moment that would have been for Gabriel to score his first goal in Arsenal colours, but it wasn't meant to be, but it was better as Coquelin is fouled. As we enter the final 20 minutes or so.
But again, I mean, two of our best chances have come from corners, from set pieces, not really open play, which is where you'd expect.
Arsene Wenger's had enough, I think. Olivier Giroud's about to come on. Arsenal certainly need a bit more presence up front at the moment. Welbeck makes the block, but he's not been able to get into the match in the second half.
No, I'll be interested to see whether he takes straight swap for Welbeck or still take Ramsey off and put Welbeck out on the right and have three strikers. I think we need three forwards out there to really get at Reading.
It's a foul, this time by Koscielny on Pogrebniak. Jamie Mackie is orchestrating the Reading fans, he's asking for more noise. Reading sense history here, they've never made the FA Cup final. They're right in this tie. This is where they could be dangerous. Pearce is in there, Hector's made strides into the box, Pogrebniak's in there, Mackie's in there. Peter's free kick. A drastically bad one though. Reading have got to do more than that.
That's a poor free kick. It's a big waste. It's a great opportunity there. Good angle to put the ball in the Arsenal box and ask a few questions.
Here comes Olivier Giroud. 10 goals in his last 11 games. He's on for Danny Welbeck, who struggled really in the second half. Didn't get much service, to be fair. First half, he saw him a bit more. Second half, in fairness to him, no real service.
We haven't come out and played, created stuff away the second half. I mean, haven't seen Ozil and Cazorla getting on the ball, putting those passes in.
Giroud immediately wins a header. Ramsey needs a free kick. I thought he was holding on to it too long again, but he gets a free kick this time.
Well, I thought so. You can see why the Reading players are frustrated, but you see straight away Giroud's on, first real header he wins. He's going to give us a different dimension up there.
And he's also, as we know, in a rich vein of goal-scoring form. Ozil's free kick. There is Giroud. The Gunners need to lift their performance. Ozil, great ball in. That should have been 2-1. Free header. And this time, Gabriel has failed to hit the target. That was a glorious chance.
Oh, that's a great chance. You're 6 yards out, you're unmarked. That's got to go in. That's a big waste, that one.
But there's the difference, isn't it? Reading's free kick a waste. The quality of Ozil there, all apparent.
Well, absolutely. Put the ball definitely in the right spot, had the runs. Maybe that's the kind of area where you wouldn't see Giroud maybe come and attack it.
That was a bad miss, though, it has to be said, from Gabriel. How he's not hit the target there. But Arsenal creating chances again.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, set piece. I'd still like to see us create more from open play. We really haven't opened up Reading anywhere near as much as we should have done.
In goes Coquelin. Ramsey. Ozil. Again, it's a good touch, but this time he loses possession. He's gone down in a heap. No foul, though. Now Mackie. Good challenge by Koscielny, but Reading have a core again. Mackie asking the fans for more.
Well, they will. And those fans are not looking for an excuse to make some noise.
There's an Ozil. He's back on his feet. He was caught. That's a foul. The referee had a good position as well. Don't understand how he didn't see it.
It's gone right down the back of his calf and Achilles there.
Clearing there with a bit of a naughty challenge anyway. Got away with it. Corner to Reading. Away by Koscielny. Arsenal eventually clear it, the second attempt. This could go either way.
Well, it could, and this wasn't how the form book said it was supposed to happen, but like I say, Reading ain't going to come. You know, this is their cup final, really. They've come to enjoy it. If we ain't going to punish them, if we ain't going to turn up and turn the screw on them, then they're going to take what they can when they can. And at the moment, they're very much in this match.
Certainly are. Picked up now by Ramsey. Certain players in the second half, we've barely seen them. Good play by Giroud. Cazorla, for example, has just been not in the game second half at all. Arsenal need him back on the ball. Here's Gibbs. As I said, credit to Reading. Done a job on Arsenal second half.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been a mixture of our game dropping by 25% and their game raising, and they've upped it a little bit, and they've come out a little bit more maybe commitment and belief, and all of a sudden 50-50.
Ramsey has to come back. Good pressing by Reading. Gabriel. We could be heading for extra time again, entering the final quarter of an hour of the game, or the 90 minutes anyway. Gibbs. Ozil. Arsenal need a bit of magic from someone. Gets a ball in. Giroud's in there with Alexis Sanchez. Olivier Giroud going for the return, but good idea. It was better link-up play. Pass by Alexis just a little bit too strong.
Yeah, he knew as soon as he tried to return the pass, Sanchez was too hard. Knew he was struggling. That's where you needed a well-bet on Sanchez to be through, but I don't even think they would have caught it.
It has been noticeable how Reading have been not giving Arsenal time in midfield in the second half. Coquelin, though, has found some space. Mesut Ozil. Alexis Sanchez goes down. It's a fair challenge, though. Chris Kuhnert. Ozil should have done better that time. Strong header by Koscielny. Just feel Arsenal are beginning to up it again, then they give it away. It's sloppy by Gibbs.
Passing hasn't been as crisp and accurate this half, that's for sure.
Robson Kanu. Is that a foul? No, it's gone Arsenal's way, much to the annoyance of the Reading fans on the far side.
Seemed to be a couple of shoulder-to-shoulders. The ref wasn't going to allow the third one.
Peter, the man penalised. Steve Clarke must be delighted with his players. What an effort they've put in. It could get better yet. Pogrebniak, Maki, he's wrestled down there, but Pogrebniak gets it back. Gabriel, he gets a shot away, but always going wide. Gabriel's got to be a bit careful.
That was a hard one to work out. I think Maki will be disappointed he didn't get something out of it, but Reading nearly took advantage of the advantage.
It's a bit of a loose challenge, isn't it?
Didn't look the most professional of challenges, that's for sure.
Here come Arsenal, searching for a winner. That was an opportunity for Ozil, but he was well off target. Good work by Alexis.
Yeah, he done really well again, turned. Maybe you could argue the pass might have been a little bit firm, but it's not easy for Arsenal winning these cups. I know he's won a lot of them, but they're supposed to be a bit more enjoyable than this.
It's not been pretty second half at all, is it? Arsenal still very much in the tie. They still go through, but you didn't feel that they didn't help themselves second half at all in this game. Credit to Reading, as I've mentioned a few times, but Arsenal, for whatever reason, just been lethargic at times in the second half.
Well, it's like we've gone to sleep a little bit. Thing is, though, with the quality players you've got, you suddenly wake up, a little bit of brilliance, and Reading could get punished.
Maybe this is that moment. Alexis. Reading are giving it straight back to Arsenal. Ozil. Here's Olivier Giroud. Good block by Hector. Coquelin's in there, tussling with Williams. That's got to be a foul, isn't it? On Coquelin. I don't really understand why Williams is protesting. He was holding him, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was. Once it bounced, Coquelin done well. He got his body in. Got good strength in there, Coquelin. Just got his body in, and yeah, taken out. Free kick.
Arsenal can't keep possession though. Robson Kanu gets it away. into the final 10 minutes of the 90. 1-1. Winter, cool header back to Federici.
Where managers have got to be sensible and careful. You know, if you've got another half an hour football, use your substitutions wisely, and you've got to maybe consider who's looked at the penalty situation. Did either manager consider it? Do they know who they've got? You've got to make sure that your best penalty takers are still on the pitch at the end.
Absolutely, yeah. For example, for Arsenal, certainly someone like Cazorla will be staying on. Giroud, of course, is already on. You can see him taking a penalty. Anyway, it's a long way away at the moment, but Arsene Wenger has got one more change. I suspect, as Martin says, he'll keep it back. Reading haven't made a single change yet. But it's pretty tense out there at the moment. Arsenal on the attack, Ramsey. And back with Coquelin. Debuchy back to Ramsey. At the moment Reading are making it difficult for Arsenal. Ramsey gets it back fortuitously. Arsenal trying to almost bulldoze their way through, but it will be a foul. Reading will have a free kick.
Yeah, it's a bit of a late challenge, but you know, this is what happens. I know, you know, Ramsey does a job on the right, but he wants to come in the middle, he wants to come and play, and we end up having a lot of players in the middle of the park and don't have that natural width.
There's that save from the Gabriel header. Great save, as you mentioned at the time, Martin, by Federici. Good strong right hand. There's Debuchy. This is his first game for 3 months. He's still out there as well. Giroud using his body. Can't get away from Reading. Now McCleary, who's just slotting into central midfield. Not a bad ball over the top, but Gabriel will leave it for Szczesny. It's pretty edgy, isn't it?
Oh, it's getting edgy because you start to get towards this, you know, this part of the game now, and some sides will want to win it, and other sides play not to lose. You got, you know, it's a big call.
A beater. So Szczesny doesn't look confident, does he? He really doesn't.
I mean, it's a long-range effort, and you'd think you can get your hands on that and hold it.
The new balls these days, they do swerve. They don't really swerve very much, did it? Okay, safety first, of course, but
yeah, they had a similar one in the first half, in the first couple of minutes, that he got his body behind and held, and yeah, it's just, you know, things that are just not as good as it has been in the last few weeks.
Corner comes in, Szczesny makes a better punch this time though. It's a good punch from Wojciech Szczesny. Here go the Gunners. Alexis Sanchez is running on his own at the moment. Has to now switch back, and he's got plenty of options. Ramsey is in here. Aaron Ramsey! He must score! Oh, it somehow hasn't got over the line. Some desperate defending by Reading. Goodness me, how's that not gone in?
He's done everything right, Ramsey, you know, to actually cover that ground and get up level. He's had 2 opportunities. The first one, I thought he was just going to try and chip the keeper, which he's done, you know, so much of those little goals, especially in the FA Cup.
Somehow Reading survives some desperate defending. Was expecting the net to bulge. Aaron Ramsey got the winner in the FA Cup final against Hull, but was about to get the winner in this semi-final. It wasn't meant to be on this occasion. Still time for Arsenal to win it in the 90. A good tie, I guess, for the neutral second half, because Reading obviously have upped their game. Arsenal now starting to play a bit more vigour. Coquelin hasn't had the same sort of influence in the second half either. That's because Reading have made it difficult for the Arsenal midfield. Good ball here, Alexis Sanchez finds a cross. Giroud was climbing, but it's down to Daniel Williams, and it's Reading's turn to surge forwards. Mackie Now Robson-Kanu. It's a waste.
Yeah, it's a big waste. The time now is to up the tempo. I say, for me, he's not had the best afternoon, but he had the opportunity there. He got himself in the areas that he does so well getting into. He just needed to lift it over, and then he's smashed it against the post. Would have been game over for sure.
Some desperate defending. So the first one saved. Ramsey's hit the post on the rebound. It was one of those, I thought he might have hit the woodwork, but it was one we needed to see again to see quite what happened, because it was that quick.
It was. So he got 2 chances at it. I mean, so nearly a penalty as well. The defender was all over him.
Anyway, Arsenal playing better. Need a goal though. Ozil. Reading. I suspect there'll be some desperate defending. That's a poor ball by Gibbs. Cross has got to be better than that. Arsenal have to start again. Weimer will be annoyed if this goes to extra time. But of course, as long as Arsenal get through, that's all that matters. Gunners are coming forwards with Ramsey. And one in the middle. It's away by Hector. Pogrebniak trying to get there. Here come Reading, they've got 2 on 1 here. Pogrebniak, he's got Mackie with him, he might go on his own. Pavel Pogrebniak, oh dear. That was the chance for Reading, they blew it.
It was a big chance. Can't believe Gabriel's going to ground.
This game is getting stretched, it really is. Giroud. Can't take our eyes off this. Alexis Sanchez. Now Kieran Gibbs. Good defending. Gibbs is in there, wins the header, it's back across. Hector away. Williams is in there, tussling with Ozil. Ozil wins it. Oh, this game is frantic now. Here we go. Can Arsenal get the winner? Good ball by Ozil. Giroud's in there, but he can't get the shot away, and it's away by Federici. Desperate stuff now.
Oh, tempo's gone right up. It's almost like I said earlier, we've now decided we want to win it. Reading, it's almost like we don't want to lose. But they're still leaving their 2 up, and on breakaways, we're still a threat.
Reading had their moment, didn't they? Pogrebniak wasted it. That was a let-off for Arsenal, it has to be said. The Gunners have had some very good chances to win it. They haven't done so yet. There's still time, though. It's not a good ball, though. Got to be better than that. Easy claim at the end for Federici. You might see that Reading opportunity again, because Gabriel got caught out here. I think Mackie maybe could have given Pogrebniak a bit more time, but by making that run. But either way, Pogrebniak took the wrong option and lost control of it.
Well, yeah, it was a poor decision by one centre-half, Gabriel, to go to ground, but because he only done really well to retreat and buy some time.
Here's Mackie. Chesney gathers well. Well, it's been a very energetic last 20 minutes or so, but we still sit at 1-1. As it stands, we're heading for extra time. Alexis Sanchez. There's Giroud. Again, good defending by Michael Hector, but Reading can't keep possession. Now Gibbs. Gibbs has gone round his man this time. Ball comes in, and well, Ramsey was in the position, but it was hard to control.
It was hard to control, but he had a load of red shirts behind him. Didn't know if he would have got a call to let it go. Just couldn't really pick out somebody that could really get their foot on it and aim it towards goal.
There's a substitution being made by Reading. Al Robson-Kanu won't add to his 3 goals in the FA Cup this season. This game is over. A former Arsenal youngster. He's got a real shift and he shattered. And coming on, Jem Karachan is the replacement. Slot into the Reading midfield. Those fans having a wonderful day out.
They'll be loving it. The fact that they're going to get another half an hour of football, don't probably as best as they could hope for, really.
Could even be going through. Not too much added time to be played. A minimum of 2 minutes, and we've entered it already. So maybe one opportunity for Arsenal. It'd be cruel on Reading, but the Gunners are getting closer. Alexis Sanchez looking for the return. Reading managed to clear it, but not very far. Coquelin gets it back from Debuchy. Now Mesut Ozil. He made the Arsenal goal in the first half. Now to Gibbs, who's getting more into the game. Back with Ozil. Can Arsenal pull the trigger and get the winning goal? Which will send them to the final here in late May. Gibbs, it's a corner. This could be the moment.
Be a great time to score a goal. Be harsh on Reading. We've been good on set pieces today. Mertesacker's had some chances. Gabriel could have had two.
Ozil is the right man to deliver. It's come right across, there's nobody there. Well, he just seemed to stop on the penalty spot, but nobody in a red and white shirt was near enough to the ball. Into the final minute of the added time. Reading will desperately want to regroup here. Gabriel clips one in. There's Alexis Sanchez, but Arsenal getting in each other's way there. Karachan for Reading. Well read by Gabriel. That's got to be a foul. So there will be still 30 seconds to play. Reading trying to time waste, but I'm sure that the referee, Martin Atkinson, would have noted that.
Oh yeah, they'll be back and be dogged, because you want to give yourself that extra half an hour now and see this ball being launched if they win it.
Well, this is it, isn't it? The final action of the 90. There's a free header coming in for Giroud, but it's an easy save for Federici. We're going to extra time.
Definitely going to extra time. It took a bad effort. It's a good chance for Giroud, that header.
There we go, the whistle has gone. Credit to Reading. They have forced extra time thanks to that man, Gareth McCleary, who scored early in the second half. Szczesny, you felt, should have done better. His shot took a deflection off Gibbs and it crossed the line. And Reading equalising after Alexis Sanchez had given Arsenal the lead 6 minutes before half-time after excellent work by Mesut Ozil. Gabriel hit the bar in the second half. Pogrebniak had a chance late on for Reading, but we're heading for extra time. It's 1-1 after 90 minutes. Reading players are in the huddle at the moment. We're getting the overhead shots. Martin Hayes with me. Well, we're into extra time, Martin, and you kind of feel that Arsenal shouldn't be in this position, but as I said, we've got to give Reading credit. They've had a right good go at Arsenal and they've had their rewards. The Gunners had chances to win it though.
Well, yes, we did, absolutely, but we didn't come out in the second half with any real urgency or passion about it. It was almost like we maybe looked like the game was over. We're 1-0 up. They're not going to come back. But this is almost a match now of three halves. We've won the first half. Reading seemed to be the better side in that second half, bar the last 10 minutes. This is another half an hour of football. This is now where we've got to go. We've got to get back to what we was doing in the first half. Shut down press, create the chances. Otherwise, the longer this 30 minutes go on, and it will go quick, Reading will start to just play for penalties, and then it's anyone's game.
Arsenal, of course, have the experience of winning on penalties at this stage last season against Championship side Wigan. That was dramatic. Could be the same again here. Music blaring out around Wembley Stadium. Reading fans having a fantastic time. Arsene Wenger isn't. He will not be pleased with that second half showing from Arsenal. Now it's got a bit edgy. Here we go then, extra time is underway. The first period, 15 minutes to be played. The first period of extra time, then of course another 15 will follow. And if the sides still can't be separated, we're going to penalties.
Well, I'd like to see us up our game, get the business done in this 30 minutes. Do not want penalties. I know our record's quite good. You don't want to keep putting it to the test.
Because what time it will go wrong. But let's hope it doesn't get that far. Gabriel. Full control by Ramsey. Here come Reading with Mackie, a tireless worker. Rebniak though didn't control it. I imagine he'd be one of the Reading penalty takers. Mackie as well, I suspect. Gets that far. Debussy, of course, is playing a long time, considering he's been out for over 3 months.
Well, it's going to be tough for him as well, because he hasn't actually got a right winger in front of him, and the more that Ramsey goes over into the middle, it puts pressure on him to make those runs down the channel, and that will test his fitness levels.
You do sense if Arsenal, and I'm sure they will make the final change at some point, it's got to be Walcott, isn't it?
Well, I think Arsenal's got to wait and be careful. You know, he may, if we can get a second goal, he may decide to put a defender on and just you know, shore things up a little bit. But can't see any changes being made in this 15 minutes.
Nice bit of touch by Ozil, but he couldn't get the return. Cut out by Debussy. Since Arsenal should dominate possession. The last 15 minutes of the game was a lot better from them. Again, Ramsey gives it away, but then he does win it back. Sloppy at times, Arsenal, but at times we're seeing some good stuff as well. Ozil losing out, and then one back by Coquelin. So can the Gunners get their noses back in front? Gibbs goes out wide. Alexis Sanchez. Zola had time, and again he's had a couple of opportunities from that kind of range, and to not hit the target, considering his quality, disappointing to him.
Yeah, I mean, really, when you look at that, he's got a bit of time and space. He can work the ball. He should be hitting the target, like you say, Tim. He should be making the keeper work.
That's twice now, isn't he? He's been in that position. I mean, he doesn't need telling, he knows, but goodness me, I mean, just about sums it up at the moment, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, certainly. You know, we've not sort of got players out there that have done what we know they can do. He's had a good effort with his left and his right, and you would expect it better from him.
Sielny was under a bit of pressure there, but did well actually, and then Szczesny's clearance, not the best. So John Majeski will be very proud of his Reading team. Still heavily involved with the club. There's Greg Dyke, the FA on the left, former chairman of Brentford.
Well, absolutely. You know, anyone to do with Reading today would be, you know, thoroughly proud of their club, their efforts, and the fact that they're going to take Arsenal to 120 minutes is a major achievement.
Yeah, certainly for the neutral, this will be highly enjoyable. I think for all Arsenal fans, this is not in the script.
No, we've not been. We don't seem to be convincing in the Wembley games, do we? Semi-finals or finals.
You're saying bring back the Millennium Stadium. It's a quarter to Reading, which McCleary will take. We're sitting at 1-1. Not a good ball though. Reading a couple of times have had poor deliveries, which I'm sure will annoy Steve Clarke, their manager, because that's their best chance really of trying to get in behind this Arsenal defence. Although, having said that, I've given the Gunners a few problems with balls over the top as well. Here's Alexis Sanchez. Debussy. Ramsey. Hit the post in that second half.
Yeah, and this is where I look at it now, and it just worries me a little bit, is that, you know, the only player that we've got that's going to get in behind the Reading defence is Sanchez.
Gibbs into Ozil. Zola going up a gear. Gibbs' cross takes a deflection, but there's nobody in an advanced position.
There's nobody in there. I mean, Alexis was 40 yards from goal. You know, this is where, you know, you still want your Welbecks and your Walcotts out there, and you know, Alexis, because you've got pace to get in behind, and Reading really can push up a little bit now and squeeze space.
Reading about to make another change, it seems. They've already made one. Maybe Norwood coming on. This tie could go either way. Arsenal have had the better chances, but they haven't taken them. That's why we still sit at 1-1.
Well, yeah, I mean, you struggle at the moment to see where the next goal is going to come from, which side, and it sounds silly, but you could argue then the next goal could be the winner.
Ramsey away, looking for Giroud. Hector's there though, back to Federici. Giroud trying to chase him down. No real noise from the Arsenal supporters at the moment. I think it's more though because they're nervous, because it's not been a good performance, I'm afraid. But that being said, you know this Gunners side can go up a gear at any moment.
Yeah, certainly. It's like one of those boxers that you know can just suddenly throw a knockout punch and it's game over. But yeah, it's not been pretty. Certainly not the second half. The fans are probably a little bit more worried and anxious. So keep making them quiet.
Reading quite happy for Arsenal to knock the ball around. They're not hurting them. Gibbs comes back to the halfway line, and Gabriel sensing a bit of frustration out there. Arsenal are going to have to try and get in behind this Reading defence. Coquelin just very congested in there.
Oh, it is, and you know, Reading have got everyone back 40 yards from goal. They are, to a degree, parking the bus.
Williams though runs into Coquelin. So can Ramsey do something here? On to Giroud, linking with Ozil. Reading just hacked the ball away. It was Pearce with the clearance.
I think there'll be more of that to come. Reading ain't going to take any prisoners, any loose balls. They're going to smash up in the terraces.
Ramsey with skill. Also far too close to Federici. Arsenal though arguably not getting enough bodies in the box.
If you look at where Ramsey just crossed it, if he'd have crossed it to the between the 6-yard box and penalty spot, there wasn't a red shirt anywhere near there.
Just caught a glimpse of Yakubu. I suspect will probably be brought on. Imagine him taking a penalty.
I think to put him on, they'd have to take off one of their other main strikers, and that doesn't look like it's going to happen at the moment. But it's certainly a game I think that's crying out for a Walcott.
Get on, that's the question. Arsenal have one change they can still make. Reading can still make a couple themselves. It looks like Norwood is about to come on. Not sure if he is now, but Gabriel to Ozil. At the moment, Arsenal, it's all very pretty, but they're not going anywhere. Walcott's, it looks like he's about to come on. It comes as no surprise to me. Ball over the top. Has the flag gone up? Yes, it has. Drew's first touch wasn't the best anyway. So Theo Walcott is about to come on.
Yeah, and again, I'll be surprised to see what Arsene does. Very, very close that call. But will it be a swap for Ramsey, or will he put Ramsey in the middle and take off one of these central midfielders?
That's the choice he's got to make, isn't he, Arsene Wenger? Gibbs away. Now, Giroud, he needs support. Ramsey coming inside. And having to wait for support. And Arsenal at the moment slowing it down because there was just a complete lack of options. Alexis Sanchez lost it in, but at the moment Arsenal are running out of ideas.
Well, we haven't got the players at the moment to make those runs in behind, and we can't counter-attack because we haven't got the pace, and this is what we need. Just be interested to see who makes way.
Yeah, it's Francis Coquelin coming off, so Ramsey will go more central as said might be the case. Theo Walcott is on, and for me, in my opinion, it's a no-brainer he comes on.
Well, you needed him there. I would have liked to have seen Welbeck stay on up front and be more alongside Giroud earlier. Since we've made that change, we've definitely not caused Reading any problems at all.
Let's see if Walcott can make the difference. Here's Alexis. Forcing a throw. Arsenal, as you would expect, dominating possession, but they've not created anything yet in this first period of extra time.
We're gonna, you know, we could well pay the price for, you know, Gabriel, a great header that he should have put away, and Ramsey's opportunity really. They were two great chances that really should be in the back of the net, but it's not. And we've got to do a bit more to see this one through.
We have. There's still plenty of time though for Arsenal to do just that, despite the fact it's been frustrating. Here's Mesut Ozil. Cazorla's in there, but his touch ran away from him. Pogrebniak. Played on, there's no one forwards for Reading, but they won't care. They're quite happy to sit deep, to frustrate Arsenal. They'll be delighted with penalties.
Well, no, I do think the longer this one goes, they will just sit deeper and deeper and play for penalties and take their chances.
Walcott plays it in, but again, it's not happening for Arsenal. Giroud managed to get his boot to it, but he just looks isolated at times.
Certainly not enough people around him. Not enough, you know. We're allowing the Reading defenders really to push up, get as tight as you like, because we're just not pushing them back.
Jordan Abita with the throw. Debuchy won the header. Gabriel was perhaps a bit lucky not to get penalised for that. Cazorla leaves it to Ramsey. Last couple of minutes of the first period of extra time. Ozil, Ramsey's, remember a proper effort. Now we've got one. Ramsey. Federici was a bit lucky there. He made the save. Just there, we just saw the quality of Ramsey.
Well, it's what he's done for the last 18 months. Get himself an opportunity. Done everything right, low and hard. Really, he's having a good day, Federici. He's certainly going his way, isn't it?
For me, he got lucky there. He has played well, but perhaps he earned that bit of luck. He still have a corner. That was more like it from Ramsey, though. A bit more direct. Cazorla's corner. Cielny's in there challenging for it. Reading have survived. Approaching half-time of this first period of extra time, just over a minute to go. Also getting in each other's way there, so they have to come all the way back to Wojciech Szczesny. He leaves it for Gabriel. Reading won't mind Arsenal having possession here. There still might be time for one more opportunity before the half-time whistle of extra time goes. Cazorla. Out to Alexis. In fact, sorry, I should say Ozil. Alexis just tucking in now. Gibbs. Looking for Olivier Giroud, who knocks it down. We'll see what he was trying to do. He was trying to feed Alexis. Next 90 seconds. Oh, Arsenal giving it away here. Pogrebniak now running at Gabriel. He might have to go on his own. Pavel Pogrebniak, good block by Gabriel this time. Again, Arsenal causing themselves problems when they didn't need to.
Yeah, poor decision making again at the back.
Karachan plays it in. Mackey's in there, but nobody else is. Is there time here? Walcott. Arsenal have to go forwards. Ozil. Alexis Sanchez coming into the penalty area, finds room for the shot, it's spilled and it's in! Federici didn't get away with it this time, and Alexis Sanchez scores his second goal of the game, and what a time to score for Arsenal. They're back in front.
Well, that's priceless. We just said his luck might be running out. He's had a good game, got away with the last shot, but that one slipped through his fingers. We've created a chance out of nothing. Now we've got our noses in front again. We've got to be professional, we've got to do the right things. We can't afford to switch off like we did before.
Well, he's doubled his tally. The goalkeeper Federici's had a nightmare there. Got away with one with Aaron Ramsey. Doesn't get away with this one. That is a goalkeeping howler. And Alexis Sanchez will take it all night long.
Well, it is, and that's one you don't want to have at Wembley in the semi-final. Very fortunate for us. The keeper's gifted us. Just got to take the gifts when we can. Just got to make sure this second half that we are, because Reading are going to have a go. Definitely, they've come back once.
But that man Alexis Sanchez, who was frustrated early on in this game, but he's been the difference. 22 goals now for the season. Look at the relief on the Gunners fans' faces as the half-time whistle has gone here. The first period of extra time, and Alexis Sanchez scoring with the last kick. Arsenal lead Reading 2-1. So there's the scenes. Reading very frustrated. Cruel of them really, because they've really played their part, but Arsenal are back in front, and it's one of those, Martin, isn't it? It's taken a bit of help to get the Gunners back in front in this game. They've got to make sure they see it through now.
Well, they have definitely. You know, we've got a lifeline. Certainly not been convincing. We've got ourselves in front now. We're where we should be. Just got to completely, as I say, shut the door, see the game out.
It's been a strange old game, isn't it? It really has. Reading have really played their part. They're making a change. Chalabar's the man coming off. They're bringing on Simon Cox, number 10, another attacking player.
Well, they've got nothing to lose, have they? Nothing to lose. You know, they're going to have a go now, and like you say, we've got to be prepared for 15 minutes of hard work.
Second period of extra time is underway. Arsenal leading Reading 2-1. Tie still not over. Arsenal have already led once in this game. They've got pegged back. The third goal should wrap it up. Look at the pace of Walcott here. Latching onto the through ball. There's a spring in Arsenal's step. Alexis Sanchez is on for a hat-trick. Turns one way, then the other, and leaves it. Nice play. Ramsey, it's a great block by Karachan. And now Reading, they have to get forwards. Cox gets a first touch onto Mackie. Still Mackie. Makes room for the shot. Good play by Reading.
There was good play. It was a good break. To be fair to Mackie, he's worked hard today. He's chased. He's worked back. He's still going at the end of extra time nearly. Just couldn't get it up and down. Like you say, Reading they're going to break. They're going to break with numbers. They're going to have a go. You know, on full credit, they've made a proper game of this.
Arsene Wenger is pacing around in his technical area. Of course, it's the result that matters. If Arsenal get through, and that's all that counts, but boy, it's been hard work. Ozil's in there, so one back by Reading.
Well, the thing is now, it's the way this game's panned out, Arsene Wenger really can't win.
Here's Ozil, nice skill, Mesut Ozil. Oh, Martin was begging him to chip it.
I couldn't believe it was crying out for a chip. I thought he looked up and saw Federici off his line. Look, early on he's had a little look. I thought once he got it, it's just on for a little chip far post, especially of his quality.
His reaction says it all, doesn't it?
Should have done what he was thinking.
Beautiful skill, wasn't it, to set up the chance, but Reading are still in the tie. They're still trailing, but they're only one behind. In many ways, Martin, we just want that third goal, don't we? Ball over the top is too long.
Yeah. Love to see a third goal go in, but I'd love to see us shut this game down at 2-1. for us, for me now, watching it, get the ball out to Theo. Get it out to Theo, turn him round. He's got fresh legs, his pace will hurt him.
Reading in possession again. Williams holds off one challenge, then he's fouled. Gets the decision. Yellow card is coming out. So there's another booking. This time it's against Gabriel. He's certainly been involved in the actions that's coming on, isn't he?
He's been involved both ends, definitely.
Free kick to Reading. Give credit to them, having a good old go at Arsenal again. They scored down this end in the second half in front of their supporters. They'll be begging for another. Arsenal have brought everybody back. Martin Atkinson bringing the wall back 10 yards. Magical spray, wants the wall to come back. Well, we've got Cleary and Beta behind the ball. Reading searching for an equaliser. There's a header coming in, so Chesney punches. It's a good punch. Debussy away in an unorthodox fashion. Giroud trying to win it but fails.
It was good in the end by Chesney. That's where you want to see your keeper, be big and strong, punch it, take everyone out who's in front of you.
Cazorla. They should get opportunities as Reading goes searching for a goal, but Williams wins it back. So the Gunners need to be better. They must keep possession now.
Just can't seem to keep hold of the ball. I know Reading are going to come up front, but we should be keeping the ball, working them. We've not been fluent at all in this, maybe for the last hour or so.
Honestly, was clever there. Now Walcott, chance to use his pace. Chan comes across. Cazorla slots it in. Ozil. Here's Alexis. Gibbs is on the overlap. Good block, but Alexis gets it back. Arsenal will try again. Cazorla. Kieran Gibbs. Challenge coming in from Kuhnert. But this is where Arsenal need to have the ball. Well away from their own goal. Reading are going to make their final change. Must be Yakubu, isn't it? It may if it's not. Pogrebniak's coming off. He put a shift in today, had his chance deep in the 90 minutes, and it is indeed Yakubu, very well-known player, been around a long time. Scored against Derby in the FA Cup win, the 2-1 victory early in the competition. He scored 5 times against Arsenal during his career.
Oh, he's been a good player. And done a lot in the Premier League. If he gets chances.
Yeah, he's got the experience to hurt you, and Arsenal will know that. So Sanchez pushing over the advertising board. It's his goals. Could be sending Arsenal to another FA Cup final. Arsenal got a great record in this competition. Lovely skill by Ozil onto Ramsey. Ramsey tries to get it back. Mesut Ozil! Oh, he's found Olivier Giroud. He's at the outside of the post. For me, Ozil should have gone for goal.
Oh, he had a great opportunity. It was on his left foot. I thought he was just going to take a touch. Just through it. It just fell to him. I mean, it was. And Giroud just couldn't get his foot around it. I don't even know if he was expecting it. All these little half chances we've had, just not been as clinical as maybe we have been over the last few months of the season.
I think Ozil should have gone for goal there, for me anyway. A player of his class, as you say, he does things we don't expect, but it just seemed to fall for him, didn't it?
He's on his left foot, you know, a little touch to the side.
Reading launched one in. Gabriel with a header. Here's Walcott again.
We're looking desperate at the moment. We're just getting it, we're just smashing it down the pitch.
Gabriel climbing, but Reading have picked it up with Mackie. Poor ball, actually, should have done better there. But Arsenal giving it away again. Reading have a throw.
Cazorla's got to be better than that. He's won the ball, he's got to put his foot through it and clear it. You can't be taking touches in your own box, not at this stage in this match, especially on a day where we've not been on our game really.
Reading again with Williams. That was far too ambitious from there. Ball's got to go in the box. Just lack of composure.
Lack of composure, that's poor. He's got, like I say, he's got plenty of blue shirts. He's just got to put that in the danger area.
And those Reading fans, they'll be delighted with their teams showing. They'll be frustrated they're losing, but my goodness, they must be proud of their team. And of course, that's a very recognisable Arsenal face in the crowd.
Well, the Arsenal fans are cheering. I mean, the Reading ones, yeah, they'll be frustrated, but to take Arsenal run 20 minutes and maybe only lose 2-1, you know, in some eyes that'll be a victory.
Gabriel across again. Can't keep it in though. Reading still have time.
They've still got plenty of time. And they'll gladly take penalties, and if they get one more, they won't be looking for two.
We've got Yakubu on, we've got Mackie in there as we know. They've also got Cox, they've got players who can score. It's a better ball in this time. Koscielny with a header. Debussy away, that's a good clearance. But at the moment, Arsenal just anywhere will do, really.
Oh, it is, and it's, you know, again, I don't think certainly Arsenal hasn't enjoyed anything of the last nearly 70 minutes of this game at all. You just want to hear that whistle and get home.
Yeah, it's not been pretty, but if Arsenal get the result, then we'll be happy. Sometimes that happens in the FA Cup. We saw it against Wigan last year in the Cup semi-final. There's no easy game, is there? And Arsenal's certainly been tested here today.
No, absolutely.
Good covering by Alexis Sanchez this time. It's his goals. He's sending Arsenal to the final. Ball back in. Kubu can't win it because Gabriel again wins the header. Now Walcott. Giroud. Good skill. It's better. Into Ramsey. This is what Arsenal need to do now. Keep possession. No need to panic.
Yeah. Looking at Debussy there, he's had a bit of a stretch. It's going to be tough for him. I think he's ready for 2 hours of football.
Giroud's done well again there. Linking with Cazorla. It's good hold-up play by Olivier Giroud. Ozil. Walcott's in the middle, but pushed out of it. Hector, but Arsenal are back in there again. Now Alexis Sanchez. Done well, he's darting around challenges, but it's stayed in. And Federici gathers.
He's unlucky there, generally runs at pace. Throws a few dummies and he's through.
Koscielny, it's good defending. Good pressing by Reading again though. Karachan's in there. Flag is up against Mackie. Not for the first time.
Again, we're having a high line. Love to see that one again. See how close that was. Yeah, plenty. Good decision by Gibbs not to chase and step up.
Well, 3 minutes to play of extra time. Those fans will be disappointed, but they can be proud of their team.
I think when they get home and reflect, yeah, you know, they'll look at it. You know, you've got to take heart out of this performance. You know, if you're gonna do this against Arsenal, if you take it into your league form in the Championship, then you've got something to build on.
Arsenal, though, on the verge of a 19th FA Cup final. They've won 11. If they manage to make it 12, that'll be a record. Won this trophy for the first time back in 1930. And under Arsene Wenger, they've won it 5 times. They're on the verge of the final in late May, 30th of May on the Saturday. Away by the Gunners again. Giroud certainly put himself about a bit more in the second period of extra time, but Reading may still have one more chance in the game.
I'm sure they will get another opportunity. You know, I think for us it doesn't suit to drop off, as Reading will just take a touch and just bang it in the box. I'd love to see us push up and press, put Reading under pressure.
Gabriel, that's not a good header. Yakubu's in there. Reading throw. Federici might be tempted to come forwards, you never know.
Gibbs there, he looks like he's stretched.
They're taking the throw quickly though. Cleary's in there. Ozil's back defending. About 90 seconds or just under to go. Avita hangs one towards the penalty area. Yakubu got a flick on. Koscielny was in the right place. Now it's Alexis Sanchez. He'll want a hat-trick. We know what he's like. He's got one thing on his mind. Giroud. Now Mesut Ozil. He'll fancy this, will he? No, he's going to hold it up. Use his experience. Now it's back with Alexis Sanchez. We're into the final minutes. Walcott. Reading doing what they can, but Arsenal are going to be forced all the way back to Szczesny, so it's just a hacked clearance at the end. Williams wins the header. Reading looks like the cup run is coming to an end. Walcott charging forwards. That's got to be a foul. Is it a penalty? No, it's just outside the box.
I thought that was in the box, I've got to be honest.
Well, it's another bad challenge by Williams. Ooh, maybe just right.
Maybe, but that's when you remember Welbeck's challenge at Palace, which was right on that line. But that's is he on a yellow?
I think he is, isn't he?
I mean, that's a bookable.
Well, it looks like it's all over for Reading, and it looks like Arsenal have done it. Free kick here. We're playing the final few seconds, and Alexis Sanchez may get the chance to try and complete his hat-trick.
I think he will.
No, you didn't see it. It hit the wall, but Arsenal have done it. They're into their 19th FA Cup final, but it was hard work. They needed extra time, and that man, Alexis Sanchez, was the hero. 2 goals in the game. Adam Federici will have nightmares over the winning goal. He should have saved it, he spilled it. And Alexis Sanchez now has 22 goals for the season. He was the difference at the end. Reading give them full credit. They pushed Arsenal all the way. Gareth McCleary equalising in the second half, but it wasn't meant to be. Arsenal struck the woodwork on 3 occasions, but they're into the FA Cup final for the 19th time, bidding to win this illustrious trophy for the 12th time, which no other side has done before. They are through to the FA Cup final. Reading 1, Arsenal 2.